Welcome back, students. You are now have progressed to Educational Psychology 2 after having finished Educational Psychology 1. I'm so excited that you've gotten this far in your academic journey and for us to progress onto this next part of your Educational Psychology journey. This video is going to give you a brief overview of what we're going to be covering, what you can expect. It won't be very long. It really just gives you that little snapshot that you need before you start. Okay, so what is the aim of this module? You'll hopefully at the end of this module be able to portray the ability to analyze the different theories on learning. You'll be looking at what the rationale of these learning theories are and be able to explain these perspectives as you progress to your PED or as you progress through your PED degree. The learning within this unit will build upon the work that you've completed last semester. So I hope that at this point you feel comfortable in the knowledge that you've acquired this far. So this module is one semester long. It will be presented just for this one semester or for this cluster. And then at the end of this module, the last week, we'll have a parachute week. The parachute week, just to give you an idea of what it's about, is for students who are at the cusp of passing but not passing, and so maybe perhaps they need reassessments. For students that perhaps have missed out on work because of medical reasons or personal tragic reasons, those students will then be able to use that last week just to catch up and make sure that we've tied all our loose ends. I have made sure that the module is structured around your teaching practice time. So before teaching practice, there is a unit that will be starting. You'll have a few days to kind of look at it and do some reading. Then you'll take a break for your teaching practice. After teaching practice, you will then have some time then to continue working on that unit. So hopefully that will allow you enough time to really get all the work that you need to complete sorted before you then have to, or rather without you having to worry about juggling both teaching practice and your assessments. The final submission for this unit needs to be worked on consistently. I'll upload it in the next week or two. What I've done this cluster, which is different before, is that I've included a summative assessment forum. So this forum will be available to you to ask questions, to make comments about the summative assessment, to ask in your fellow classmates if they have interesting resources they can share, etc. It also gives you a chance to ask those questions that maybe everybody needs to ask, and you don't have to all ask each other or ask me one by one, but rather ask on the forum so everyone can get the answer. So we can really keep engaging about it, and so at the end you don't feel overwhelmed about what you need to do and how you need to structure your work. Okay, so which topics we'll be covering for this module? We'll start firstly with the introductory unit, and this is the outcome of the introductory unit, hopefully for you to understand the academic expectations of the module, just to give you a general overview, which is what this video is part of. For Unit 2, we'll be looking at the theoretical perspectives. What we'd hopefully at the end of this unit be able to do is to demonstrate the knowledge and understanding of the various theoretical perspectives and how they affect the way in which we view education and students. For Unit 2, we'll be looking at the different theories on learning, how theorists talk about learning, what we understand about learning, and why things are done the way they are and a specific outcome is expected. Then in Unit 3, we're going to get a bit more interactive. We'll be looking at the concept of intelligence. What is intelligence? We hear this word often, but sometimes we don't exactly know what it is. How do we define intelligence? So we'll be looking at intelligence as a concept, understand how it influences or impacts classroom practice, because saying someone is intelligent doesn't necessarily mean that they're able to cope in the academic world. You may be intelligent, but it may be related to one part of functioning, and that is completely okay. But how do we work with learners to help them best suit the learning environment with their intelligence or the way that they like to learn? That then leads us on to Unit 4, where we talk about multiple intelligence. We talk about emotional intelligence, because there are different types of intelligences. And emotional intelligence really helps with the foundation to build other types of knowledges or intelligence as well. So we'll look at the importance of emotional intelligence, and also, again, we'll be looking at learning styles. Now, I know you may have covered learning styles in other modules, but we'll do it again here but we'll relate it specifically to educational psychology and how we can use our learning styles to create that bright spark in our learner to get them excited about their learning. By far, Unit 5 is the more practical unit. It gives us insight into what we're seeing in the classroom, what we can expect when we meet our learners for the first time, what types of challenges they may be facing, and how we can help to address these challenges. So I'm quite excited for you to get to Unit 5. It is quite interesting, quite specific, and I've uploaded and created some videos there that I hope will spark your interest to really delve into the learning around child development. So again, talking about the summative assessment, please remember there are no extensions. The summative assessment is planned quite late in the module, almost right at the end. Therefore, the marking time for those summative assessments is not very long. Therefore, please make sure you submit on time because you cannot request an extension. You can work continuously on your summative assessment if you're able to plan your time well. Try not to leave it to the end because other assessments will also be due around the same time. It will incorporate many of the learnings you have covered for this module, so it's quite a comprehensive task, and it really is a summative task in the bigger sense. And I will make sure it's available to you very soon. Just a reminder, please try to use a summative forum. It can be very, very helpful. The contact sessions can't be face-to-face, but because obviously right now it's not going to be possible, but Zoom sessions are definitely available. There are two that have already been scheduled or available to you. You need to let me know whether you will be joining us for those Zoom sessions so I can send you the link. If you'd like to have a one-on-one, that is perfectly fine as well. We can have it as a Zoom session, whatever platform best works for you. And if as a cohort you'd like to have another Zoom session in addition to the two that have already been scheduled, you're welcome to ask me and I will definitely make sure that we schedule another time. Important points to remember, I know you know these, but just quickly again, referencing. Don't forget your referencing, work on it, try to develop that skill. If you want some one-on-one time for me to help you with it, you're welcome to request that and we can sit down and over Zoom or Microsoft Teams and work through it together. Keep note of your due dates, the contact sessions, and try to consult as many sources of references as is possible to really give you a comprehensive look at what various theorists and writers are saying about a particular topic. So read, and read some more. Good luck with this cluster. I am excited to get started with you on Educational Psychology 2. I think that after having received the introduction that you did in Educational Psychology 1, this course may definitely be a bit more exciting for you. So I wish you the very best for this semester and work hard, and before you know it, it will be the end and you'll have a good break.